You hold it 100 times a day. You check it the moment you wake up. It knows your face, your fingerprint, your location. It knows your deepest secrets. You paid $1,000 for this device. A device they told you was a tool of freedom, a key to the world. But they never told you what it was truly designed for. They never told you it was a cage, a meticulously crafted, beautiful cage. And they gave you the key to lock yourself inside. Ask yourself this: why do people line up all night to outside glass temples just to buy a phone? Why does a half-eaten Apple logo feel more powerful than your country's flag? And why do you feel naked without a device in your hand? What if a brand owned more of your life than your family? What if your heartbeat, your choices, your memories all ran through one company's hands? This isn't about technology. This is about control. This is the story of how Apple didn't just change your life, it's how they took it. Close your eyes for a second. Imagine life without breathing. Impossible, right? Now think about your life without Apple. Apple isn't just a brand anymore. It's the air you breathe, the rhythm of your day, the silent partner shaping how you work, play, dream, and connect. They say the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. But what if the greatest trick was convincing you that he was a friend? What is Apple? A phone? A computer? A watch? That's what they want you to believe. They show you a new product, and you see a shiny new toy. You see a better camera, a faster chip, a brighter screen. But what if all of that is just a distraction? A beautiful, perfectly crafted illusion? Apple just revealed its latest products. But here's the real question. Did you just see the future of technology or the future of your dependence? Because every Apple event isn't just about devices. It's about how much more of yourself you're about to give away. Apple launches are no longer product announcements. They're cultural spectacles. Crowds cheer as though watching history unfold. And quietly, wallets open, money flows, and people plan upgrades they never thought they needed. Apple doesn't just reveal technology, they create desire, urgency, and most importantly, dependency. So when Apple revealed its new lineup this September, it wasn't just a showcase, it was another move in a much bigger game. The seed of temptation. Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak built a computer in a small garage in California that looked like little more than wires and wood. Cute story, right? But that was just bait. It wasn't just the start of a company, it was the birth of a philosophy. Apple never wanted to sell you machines. They wanted to sell you yourself. Smarter, freer, different. From the first Macintosh to their legendary Think Different campaign, Apple positioned themselves as the brand of rebels, visionaries, outsiders. But behind that image, a deeper plan was unfolding. The real trick wasn't building machines, it was building desire. Apple's genius. Make tech feel human, friendly, beautiful. Not a machine, but an identity. The first Mac wasn't sold as a computer, it was sold as rebellion. Think different. You weren't buying a product, you were buying a tribe. World versus the Apple. The world of technology in the 1990s was a battlefield. Microsoft dominated, Sony innovated, Google was rising. Apple was the underdog, struggling for survival. And yet, instead of fighting on price or specs, Apple chose a different weapon: desire. They turned products into symbols. Owning Apple meant joining a tribe. In 2001, the iPod put 1,000 songs in your pocket, or at least that's what the ad said.
Amazing little device, holds 1,000 songs. And it goes right in my pocket.
What it really did was put Apple in your pocket, permanently. Then came 2007. Steve Jobs walked onto a stage in his black turtleneck and blue jeans, holding what looked like a piece of glass and steel. He called it the iPhone. It was from that moment, Apple didn't just make devices you used, they made devices you depended on. Your music, your photos, your conversations, your money, your heartbeat, your memories, all flowing through one brand's ecosystem. And every swipe, every scroll, every notification was carefully designed to keep you hooked. The iPhone wasn't just a product launch, it was the moment Apple quietly bought your future. It was a master stroke. Steve Jobs didn't sell you a phone, he sold you your entire life in your hand. He didn't mention storage or megapixels. He talked about magic. He convinced you that by buying this one device, you were no longer a consumer. You were a creator, a storyteller, an artist. The slow possession. The iPod became the iPhone. The iPhone became your lifeline. This is where Apple's real genius and control begins. The iPhone, the ultimate Trojan horse. This wasn't a phone. This was the gateway drug. Apple rewired how you talk, work, date, sleep, wake, live. Your phone isn't just in your pocket anymore. It's in your bloodstream. Apple devices don't just sit on a desk. You don't have to think about what to do next. Siri does it for you. You don't have to carry your wallet. Apple Pay does it for you. Here's the dark side. Apple doesn't just sell products. It sells an ecosystem, a beautiful walled garden. The moment you enter, you're trapped. This isn't brand loyalty. This is digital lock-in. Your family is on FaceTime. Your workout data is on your Apple Watch. Your messages, your photos, your entire digital history are all tied to one account. Try to switch to another brand. Your photos are gone. Your text threads are broken. They didn't just sell you a product, they created a relationship you can't break up with. The silent encroachment, a digital bloodstream. Apple became the filter between you and life, and you didn't resist, you celebrated. Because Apple doesn't market specs, it markets identity. Think different. Shot on iPhone. Privacy. That's iPhone, not what the product does, but what it makes you feel. Not why it works, but why you can't live without it. Apple sold you the illusion of freedom while tightening its grip. iMessage locks you in. AirPods tether your ears. Apple Watch turns your body into data streams, and you paid for it all, smiling, while handing over your most intimate currency, yourself. Almost overnight, Apple became more than a company. It became a culture, a religion, an addiction. People lined up for days just to buy the latest device. Competitors scrambled to copy the model. Governments struggled to regulate it. The ultimate price of addiction. Today, Apple is worth more than entire nations. Not because of tech, but because you are the product. You buy a $1,200 iPhone, but you also buy into status anxiety, into the endless cycle, You don't upgrade a device, you upgrade yourself, or at least that's what they've trained you to believe. Every time you tap, scroll, or just pay with Apple Pay, they take a slice of your soul, a slice of your money, a slice of your time you'll never get back. You don't just buy Apple, you feed it. $1,200 for a phone, $400 for headphones, $1,000 for a watch. But the money isn't the real price. The real price is you, your identity, all stored, all synced, all owned. The final exchange. Soon, these devices won't just be a part of your life. They will be an extension of your body. And when a brand becomes an extension of you, who owns your data? Who owns your thoughts? The story of Apple isn't just about how a company changed the world. It's about how a company changed you. The iPhone was a test, a beta. The real experiment is just beginning. They're no longer selling a device that tracks your life. They're selling you a new one, a reality they curate. We are living in Apple's world. We gave them our identity, our memories, our money, and our free will. We don't see a corporation, we see a reflection of ourselves, a reflection of who we are and what we've become. Apple's dream is simple, a world where you cannot live without them. You hand over your freedom and you call it convenience. They call it control. One day, you'll look back and realize you never just bought an iPhone. You sold your freedom one bite at a time. The event, 2025, Souls on Auction. Apple isn't asking for your money, it's asking for your future. A razor-thin iPhone Air, Pro models in impossible colors, AirPods with heart rate, temperature, real-time translation, iOS 26, an AI that predicts you before you act. And when the keynote ends, Apple will erase the old. Entire iPhone lines vanish overnight. Scarcity by design. History rewritten in real time. This isn't an update, it's a negotiation. How much more of your soul will you trade to keep holding the future in your hand? It owns you. This September 9th, Apple didn't just launch devices, they launched new ways to keep you inside their world. Each new feature may look like innovation, but at its core, it's integration. A deeper pull into Apple's ecosystem, a tighter grip on your daily routines. And once you step in, leaving isn't just hard, it feels impossible. The final question. Right now, people are rushing online to pre-order, excited for what's next. But beneath the excitement lies the real story. Every year, Apple doesn't just upgrade its devices, it upgrades its control over you, your time, your money, your choices, your identity. And the most chilling part, you're not resisting, you're celebrating it. So look at the device in your hand. This isn't just a phone, it's a monument to the perfect exchange. Our freedom for their convenience. You can try to break free, you can throw it away, but the story won't end. Because it's not a device, it's a part of you now. Not, what can this device do? But, how much more of you will it take? Apple rewired the world. But what did it rewire in you? Drop your soul trade in the comments. Because this is Kite Creatures, and we don't tell stories about brands. We tell stories about how brands own you. like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. This is Kai Create. Wait for it.